Michael Joseph Jackson, August 29, 1958 to June 25, 2009, was an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and philanthropist. Dubbed the King of Pop, he is regarded as one of the most culturally significant figures of the 20th century. Over a 4-decade career, his music achievements broke racial barriers in America and made him a dominant figure across the world. Through songs, stages, and fashion, he proliferated visual performance for artists in popular music, popularizing street dance moves including the moonwalk, the robot, and the anti-gravity lean. Jackson is often deemed the greatest entertainer of all time based on his acclaim and records. The eighth child of the Jackson family, Michael made his public debut in 1964 at age 6, as a member of the Jackson 5, later known as the Jacksons. After signing with Motown in 1968, the band achieved worldwide success with him as its lead singer. Jackson achieved solo stardom with the release of his fifth album Off the Wall, 1979. He followed it up with Thriller, 1982, the best-selling album of all time, which catapulted him to a rare level of fame, too, whilst aiding in the popularization of MTV and revolutionizing the music video medium with the videos for its title track along with Beat It and Billie Jean. Jackson furthered his position as a global superstar with Bad, 1987, the world's best-selling album of both 1987 and 1988, as well as the first album to produce 5 U.S. Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles. I Just Can't Stop Loving You, Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, and Dirty Diana. Dangerous, 1991, marked a new era for Jackson, lauded as his most artistic and socially conscious album. History, 1995, produced You Are Not Alone, the first song to debut at #1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. His final album, Invincible, was released in 2001. From the late 1980s, Jackson became a figure of controversy and speculation due to his changing appearance, relationships, behavior, and lifestyle. He was accused of sexually abusing the child of a family friend in 1993. In 2005, Jackson was tried and acquitted of further child sexual abuse allegations and all other charges. While preparing for this a series of comeback concerts, Jackson died in 2009 from an overdose of propofol administered by his personal physician Conrad Murray, who was convicted in 2011 of involuntary manslaughter. Jackson's death triggered reactions around the world, creating unprecedented surges of internet traffic and a spike in sales of his music. His televised memorial service, held at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, was estimated to have been viewed by more than 2.5 billion people. Jackson is one of the best-selling music artists of all time, with estimated sales of over 500 million records worldwide. NB1, he had 13 Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles, the fifth highest in Hot 100 history, and is the first artist to have a top 10 single on the chart in 5 different decades. Jackson was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, the National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame, the Vocal Group Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame and the Dance Hall of Fame, the only recording artist to be inducted. One of the most awarded artists in popular music, his accolades include 13 Grammy Awards, the Grammy Legend Award, and the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, 26 American Music Awards, including Artist of the Century, 12 World Music Awards, 6 Brit Awards, the Bambi Pop Artist of the Millennium Award, and 3 presidential honors. In 1992, Jackson founded Heal the World Foundation, donating an estimated $500 million to charity throughout his lifetime. In 2024, half of his music catalog sold to Sony for $600 million, the largest music acquisition for a single artist in history. Michael Joseph Jackson, 5'6", was born in Gary, Indiana, on August 29, 1958, 8. He was the eighth of 10 children in the Jackson family, a working-class African-American family living in a 2-bedroom house on Jackson Street. 10. His mother, Catherine Esther Jackson, née Screws, played clarinet, cello, and piano, had aspired to be a country and western performer, and worked part-time at Sears. 11. She was a Jehovah's Witness. 12. His father, Joseph Walter Joe Jackson, was a former boxer, crane operator at U.S. Steel, and guitarist for local rhythm and blues band the Falcons. 13. 14. Joe's great-grandfather, July Jack Gale, was a U.S. Army Scout. Family lore held that he was also a Native American medicine man. 15. Michael grew up with 3 sisters, Rebbe, LaToya, and Janet, and 5 brothers, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Randy. 13. A 6th brother, Marlon's twin Brandon, died shortly after his birth. 16. In 1964, Michael and Marlon joined the Jackson Brothers, a band formed by their father which included Jackie, Tito, and Jermaine as backup musicians playing congas and tambourine. 17, 18, Michael said his father told him he had a fat nose, 19, and physically and emotionally abused him during rehearsals. He recalled that Joe often sat in a chair with a belt in his hand as he and his siblings rehearsed, ready to punish any mistakes. 12, 20, Joe acknowledged that he regularly whipped Michael. 21, Catherine said that although whipping came to be considered abuse, it was a common way to discipline children when Michael was growing up. 22, 23, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, and Marlon denied that their father was abusive and said that the whippings, which had a deeper impact on Michael because he was younger, kept them disciplined and out of trouble. 24, Michael said that during his youth he was lonely and isolated,